Recipe Required. We're going to keep going with our series on NFL-inspired burgers. If you haven't checked out the series yet, go ahead, check it out. I'll give you a link right here. What we're going to do today is a Houston Texans burger. And I got to admit, this one didn't come naturally to mind. I had to do a little bit of research, and I found out Fritos were originally made in Texas. And so what I'm going to put together is essentially a Frito queso burger. We use kind of a traditional queso style, some Velveeta cheese, mixed with some spices, a little bit of herbs, some salsa for essentially our sauce. Mix in Fritos right in with that cheese to give this burger a really great kind of crunch, saltiness. It absolutely works really, really well. And then one more layer, we'll saute off some onions. I love cooking them down to where they're nice and caramelized and sweet and tangy and absolutely wonderful. It all comes together in a tremendously awesome burger. I think you Houston fans are going to love it. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so our Frito Lay Texas burger. In addition to wonderful Frito Lay's wonderful queso sauce, we're going to put some sauteed onions on there. So I got like a little more than half an onion there. You can probably get away with less. I really like onions. Into a pan over medium-high heat. A little bit of olive oil in there. A little bit of salt. And just go ahead and toss them every once in a while with a pair of tongs or whatever it is you got until they are wilted down, kind of brown, caramelized, nice and soft. Probably going to take about 15-20 minutes or so. You don't have to, if you get a jumper like that, just throw them right back in. You don't have to pay a whole lot of attention. Just make sure they don't burn. Okay, let's keep going on our Frito Lay burger. My onions are going. Time to make our queso dip. I got my burger patty made. We're going to do this before we cook it off. I've got some Velveeta here. Now, Velveeta is Velveeta. This is actually the first time I've cooked with it. It's processed cheese, obviously. It melts really well, though, which is what I'm looking for this sauce. That was a little bit of hot sauce, a couple dashes of hot sauce I added, a pinch, big pinch maybe, of cumin, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and I'm just going to go with a good couple tablespoons of jarred salsa. You can use all kinds of other things in here, green chilies, pepper, whatever you want. It's all good. I'm just going to toss it. I don't even know that you need to toss it. I'm going to throw this in the microwave for a couple minutes until all that melts together, and it's going to come together and form our beautiful queso sauce. So my onions for our Frito Lay burger are just about done. My queso is done. You got to either keep it in a warm place or you can reheat it if it starts seasoning up on you. I got a pan, medium-high heat, a little bit of olive oil in there. And then I've got our seasoned beef patty. Seasoned on one side anyway. Let's season the second side. Salt and pepper on both sides. I'm going to let this cook off for probably 3 minutes or so. On that first slide, we'll flip it over and give it probably 2 minutes on the second slide. Alright, so it doesn't take long to caramelize that burger on the first side. Now, notice I'm not really pressing down on the meat, but every once in a while I may take the spatula and just use the edge a little bit to kind of keep it from consolidating up or shrinking up on us. We're going to flip it over and get that nice caramelized side there. I'm going to let it go for about 2 minutes now, and then we're going to come back. We'll top it with our onions and our Frito Lay queso. Okay, I'm going to kill the heat on our burger, just like every other burger out there. I'm going to pull it off, let it rest for about 2 or 3 minutes. We can also now, there's no harm in taking our onions, which we sauteed off, and topping those right on the burger. That's that full kind of half onion that I cooked all the way down until it was nice and caramelized. They are sweet and delicious. In about 2 minutes or so, I'm going to come back and we'll add everything else to our burger. Alright, our burger is back here. It is rested. Now, I've got my toasted, I like a lighter toasted bun on some of these heavier style burgers. And I've got our queso, which is nice and juicy right there. Now, the trick, I think, is to add our Fritos right to the dip. Now, I tried this first, just putting the queso on the burger, and then the Fritos on. And the Fritos kind of fell off. They're a little hard to keep on that burger. But that is actually pretty damn awesome. So we're going to take our bottom, put our burger right on the top. My patty's actually a little small for the bun, a little embarrassing there, but I'll get over it. And then we've got our Frito Lay queso right on top, which is an awesome crunch to that. Stack it nice and high. Wipe my hand. And then we top it, and we got this beautiful burger going. All right, let's go ahead and give our Frito burger a cut. Check out the inside. I'm hoping to see just a bit of medium rare in there. Just a tiny little bit. I just tasted one of the Fritos with the queso. That is absolutely awesome. Good luck, Texans, and I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required. Hey guys, I absolutely loved making this burger. You know what? I loved eating it even more. Who knew that Fritos would make such an awesome burger topping? But they do. Along with that super simple queso to make, and the onions, absolutely wonderful. Go ahead and give it a try and check out, like I said, the rest of my burgers in this NFL series. If you want to make this a whole meal, a whole party, go ahead and try this tortilla soup recipe along with that burger as well. It creates a whole kind of Southwest theme. The flavors go really well together, and I think you're going to love it. I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required.